Welcome back, my fellow Rimrims and other criminals, to the Geneva Suggestion, where today I'm going to dedicate the first few minutes of this episode to kind of tidying things up. I need to get some actual building work focused on and get some good foundations down here before we get too carried away with the war crimes, because good war crimes need a good foundation to springboard off of. And right now we've got Robomon, for example, wearing a dead man's scarf, living inside a room filled with bones, which sounds like a great Friday night, but unfortunately is not ideal for mood management. I've actually gone as far to reinstall the coded mood bars as well. Does add a slight little bit of lag to the game, but it just for being able to keep an eye on the moods a little bit quicker, I figured that's the easiest way to go about it. So what I'm going to do is very quickly kind of plan some things out here. Furniture, kind of expansion plans, get some mining done. Now, I had a kind of idea for managing the prisoners. So I was thinking, we know there's a coast, we know there's the sea this side, and prisoners can fish. So we could make the prison self-sufficient by their own hand. If we go and kind of mine down from here towards the coast until we hit the sea, then we build it. Look, if we find a pocket of land out there, great. It won't really matter if we do. If we find like a big open pocket like we did with this area, doesn't matter if we find that, because enemies, of course, still can't raid us from that direction, because it will be on the sea. But more importantly, it means that they can fish and they can work. And if we don't find any land, it'll all be mountainous, so they can mine and feed themselves without us having to do anything. Automatic prison labor, without us having even to so much as go and visit them. This sounds incredible. So I'm more than up for that. I think we're going ahead and dig through over there. Oh, I should also point out this morning, we did do a Rimworld live stream using this mod pack with a few extras thrown in, like Zombieland and Igor Invader and some weird stuff. We built the most interesting base I think I've ever built in Rimworld. If you're interested in that, there'll be a link to that on the second channel by the time this video goes up. I have to wait 24 hours before I can upload that stuff, unfortunately, because of Twitch term service. But go check that out if you are interested in a bit more Rimworld and a bit more war crimes and a very weird environment. It's got my face in it. You can look at my face, you can say, and then I'll feel bad on the inside. Got some very basic furniture being planned out here. I'm hoping the end tables, look, I know they're end tables, but I'm hoping they'll work if they are kind of just adjacent to the bed no matter what. So we'll test that in a second. We've got kind of all the furniture rammed into these bedrooms as much as possible. This isn't going to be the base forever. Eventually we'll plan out, we'll add little modules on, and we'll build this area into a proper lab. We'll move the prison down into here. That way, if we do get a prison right and they do escape, they've then got to get through this area and this area again before they escape. But it's keeping the base nice and kind of safe and modular too. So we'll build an actual lab in this kind of section. This we could turn into guest quarters, for example. You know, we've already started mining it out and hollowing it out. We could have some guests in here. All we'd have to do, literally at the click of a button, turn it from prisoners for guests. They can come and sample some of our tasty meats. Or probably not, because that would probably piss them off a little bit when they find out that they've eaten their son. So I've also got a basic electric stove there. I've got a butcher spot down indoors. Now, I believe butcher spots follow the same infection chance and the same cleanliness as the butcher table. I believe they're identical in that regard. Like, you don't get a penalty for using a butcher spot. But I think the only difference is using a butcher spot gives less stuff, right, when you butcher. So you get less yield from it. As far as I know, that's the case. We do have a rhinoceros leather apron, though. What does that give us? General work speed and general labor speed. I had no idea aprons gave that. Wow. So if we give them more jumpsuits, and we give them that, and we give them the overalls, in combination, that's going to give quite a lot of bonuses. I thought they'd give like a cooking speed, perhaps. You know, maybe a crafting speed or an artistic speed, but general work speed for wearing an apron is pretty good, huh? Okay, we'll see what we can do with that. Human leather outfits for everybody then. The final thing is obviously I've dug right down there, so we'll let them get on with that today. I think our prisoners are doing all right. We've got a raid from the Empire. No. Well, no, it's not the Empire, it's an Empire. Specifically, it's the Go Eruia. Sure, Empire. And what faction are you exactly? Go Eruia Empire. They're a savage kingdom. Oh, so they're medieval. Oh, well, that's not a problem. Let's go and turn them into dogs. Teach them a fucking lesson. The war crimes are like, we're starting off super high. I honestly saw a comment on yesterday's episode. There was a response to my pinned comment, and somebody just said, "You fed human corpses to your prisoners," and it just made me laugh so much. I don't know what it was. It was just something about the simplicity of a comment that seems so disgusted by that on top of everything else we've done. Just incredible. Right, okay. We'll take a prisoner if we can. Turn him into dogs. Do whatever. Does not matter. Just bring him down. Take out James. We need to keep the anesthetic kind of even, I think. Good shot, good shot, good shot. Bring him down. Oh, that was poor. That was poor. Okay, we've got distance on our side here, so keep moving. Run and gun where possible. But obviously the accuracy negative from that is not really worth it. And what have you been hit by so far? Oh my god. We're turning him into a snake. A cobra specifically. Oh, nice. Bring him down. Bring him down. We need to tend that so they get cobra parts, but so that we're not risking full-blown cobra transformation. Now, somebody pointed out that in our live stream when we were playing that, we infected someone with a tadpole. And what it did is it randomized their stats entirely. So saving the best people for transformation is a bit pointless because they will just transfer over. We'll just basically get a whole new character out of it. So we should find someone who's interesting. We should find a character that's maybe annoyed us. We should find a prisoner that survives a prison riot and beats up a lot of other prisoners. Something like that, like supreme genetic stock to transform into one of our people. And we can keep randomizing too. I believe you can implant a tadpole into the heads of the people we've got right now. Let's take a look at... Yeah, so we can implant another one and re-roll them as is necessary if we want to do something like that. So we can be a bit more open about recruiting characters. I still just want to get the best characters possible, though, obviously. So we're not gonna just settle. If we do end up getting a random character that's crap, we're not just gonna stick with it. We might keep re-rolling them until we get something good to work with. I think that's the important point. Right, how are you doing? Gunshot from the mutant rifle. It's taking a good few shots from there. Anesthetic is building up. Please be careful. Please be careful. Pull back. Come on, take him down. How are you doing? 58% Cobra. Cobra hood, fanged snout, Alpine eye. We need to tend to this person pretty fast, otherwise they are just going to straight up transform. Oh my god. Come on. Hurry. Are the prisoners working? I appreciate that a lot. They still haven't lined anything at all good, but that's okay. They're trying. That's the important part. Okay, we brought him down. You are turning into a deer. Okay. And take him down too. What are you turning into like a bear? What is that? Bear morph. That's quite cool. Now, one thing we can do here for premium war crimes is, bear in mind, we are trying to, part of RoboMummy's alliance with the Ithilids is to allow her to become more human. So we could, say for example, this guy here, with his bare ear, we could pull that off and we could stick it onto RoboMummy. I believe we actually can do that. So that's something to bear in mind, that we may at some stage want to go for that. Can I get you to tend to these people? So if we go capture, is it capture or is it imprison? I think we need to go imprison, put them in handcuffs. That's it. Okay, capture you. No, we need to go imprison on you then, right? I don't know why I wouldn't let us do it on that guy the first time. Imprison, there we are. I guess it's because she was in the middle of already doing that with someone else. Let's imprison them and let's tend to them as quickly as we can. So tend to down prisoner. Who's the person we need to go for urgently? Okay, I think the person who's on the verge of turning into a fucking snake is probably top tier priority there. James is no longer considered human. James. Have we neutralized this yet, though? No, we haven't. We haven't quite yet. Come on. Okay, are you neutralized? It just says mutagen infused. Mutagen build up serious. Where does it say... It did say that they were neutralized somewhere beforehand, though, didn't it? I don't even entirely remember where. It doesn't matter. Either way, we've got to start tending to them. You are becoming a deer very, very quickly. Shit. Come on. Herd mentality alone. Furco is no longer human. Desi has gone berserk. Because they don't have enough... We don't have enough of somebody wardening right now. To be fair, they are quite busy. They're trying to stop people turning into full-blown animals. Burns is no longer human. I mean, I could have probably told you that myself, to be honest with you. Right, squad, let's get you captured. Zuck, let's get you captured. Okay. And, come on. How many times did we shoot these people? Bloody hell, huh? Right, get in there. And get him tended. Wow, what a prison we've got. Oh, the prison? I should probably start calling it a zoo at this point. Oh, what the hell is this? We got an area revealed. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's a bit dangerous there, though, isn't it? Shit. We might have to fill that in a little bit, but that's okay. Wow, we got like a little private prison beach. Oh, this isn't war crimes enough. This is paradise. It's all right. We'll stick some corpses on some heads and things like that. That should chill them out for a while. Those icons are quite large. Oh, there we are. They've chilled out now. That's a lot better. Yeah, it's okay. We'll put some heads on sticks. We'll make sure there's plenty of reasons not to enjoy your time here. That's nice, though, huh? So we've got the prison down here. Then we've got our stuff here, and then it will have kind of this area is just the entrance. You know, lots of turrets everywhere. It's a shame I didn't actually install the anesthetic turrets mod in the end, because I thought it might be a little bit overpowered. You know, kind of defeats the point of us committing war crimes if we've got machines doing it for us automatically. We need a bit more of a personal touch, I think, so that's not too bad. But, of course, we can fill this with plenty of other turrets, so we've got plenty of little hiding places for those as well. Would help out a lot if they weren't working in complete darkness. What about an outdoor lamp? Too big. Unsurprising. Oh, we can build skylights. We need glass panes. How the hell do we make glass panes, then, I wonder? Because that would be super, super useful if we get that. Skylight requires... Oh, it must be placed on constructed roof. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, there's going to be no real way to do that unless we were to put a quarry somewhere like here. That's not going to happen. That's okay. We just put down like a wall light then, or something like that temporarily. Just go and dig them out a little area there. We'll put one on this side too. Shit, look at Burns. Wow. I've got a Cobra morph going on. That's 59% Cobra at this point. Mutation affinity. Fisherman. Not anymore. Not anymore, I'm afraid. I assume they don't get arms? Left arm. Scaled patches. Manipulation is 84%. Oh, so they keep arms. They don't like drop off or anything. They just kind of scale over. Oh, that's quite cool. Oh, great news. While everybody's been working on some prison upgrades here, I'm trying to give them at least a light. We've got ourselves a corpse irrigator. Excellent. So that allows us to, I would assume, irrigate crops using a corpse somehow. God knows how. Husbandry? Would that be under? Production? Oh, there it is. Corpse irrigator. What the hell is that thing? Why is it so expensive? First, dissolve the corpse fertilizer into a little tank. Then you get the best nutrient solution. Second, build a statue with corpse which can piss the nutrient liquid periodically in adjustable direction. Now you get an artistic semi-auto irrigator. Sorry. Yeah, thank you. That's macabre. I like it. I had an idea that I'm hoping will work. If we put down a stone cutting table in here and just let them build us the resources that we need to build everything else, that should work, right? Stone cut table. Let's go like, steel? Do we have any steel? We do have enough steel. Oh, plasteel. No, fuck that. Regular steel, please. 105. Yikes. Because we don't have any wood, and there's actually no more wood left on the map to cut. So this is the only thing we can really build it out of, obviously, until we've built it in the first place. And then we can get those guys working on it. Oh, they've actually mined some steel there. Oh, they are getting some good resources then. A little bit of gold. And then if we say make any stone block, do forever, they should start working on that. Yeah, Furco. Hey, good work. Okay. So, with the prisoners that get a little bit out of hand, with the prisoners who constantly rebel and constantly get into fights, we can put them to work as wardens or as servants, as it says quite succinctly right there. So, if we go into the production tab, we can build something called an orb table. For those of you who haven't played Amnesia, this probably doesn't mean anything to you, but for those of you who have, this should hopefully be striking fear into the hearts of man. So, with this thing, let's go ahead and, I guess we'll just go ahead and drop it anywhere. I mean, dropping it next to the brain seems appropriate. So we'll start hollowing this room out as a room for the occult, by which I mean a room, you know, just to put some shit in, because I haven't got room for anything else here. I was kind of hoping we could turn this into a freezer, depending on how cool the air conditioning can get it. It does say on the air conditioner that it can be used to cool rooms down during summer or create a walk-in freezer. So I'm hoping... It takes up a lot of power, but it doesn't actually exhaust heat, unlike coolers, but it also costs a shitload more in components and steel. Yeah, look at that, -8. So we can store our human corpses in here instead. Expand the prison out a little bit, because to be honest, the prison is massively overpopulated as it is. Not that there's a problem with that, after all, this is war crimes. But I want to put the corpses in here for a bit more quick access. So let's go ahead and, let's go clear all, priority critical. Any corpses are fine in there. And then any food, but no rotten. We don't want to look like a dead cassowary that's been desiccated for 4 months being dragged over here. Let's get rid of this. We'll bring you guys over. What do we want to do with this? We could have this as like solitary confinement. I think a prison expansion could be necessary where they get beds, maybe even end tables if I'm feeling particularly generous. I mean, they are building a shitload of stone blocks now. We could have it as a prison workroom. We can build a couple of stone cutting tables, because now we can build stone cutting tables out of sandstone blocks, right? Surely you can't build stone cutting tables out of the stone that you're cutting on it. Can you? No, you can't. Bollocks. They've thought of that. Damn it. And with a human-like corpse, 5 vitae and 50 steel, we can build ourselves brunts and groots, by which I mean brutes and grunts, which are servants. Vicious servants that will kill on command. We do need some vitae, though. Did we finish vitae extraction in the end? Oh, right. It's queued up after we finished the Wretch and the Tesla. Now, the Wretch and the Tesla are from the Amnesia sequel game, which I've not actually played, Machine for Pigs, where I think they do the same thing, except using the same technology, except they're bigger and stronger. So the Tesla creation sounds quite fun, being able to send these mindless kind of pig creatures at our enemies. And also just to stand in our prison looking fucking horrifying is fantastic. Speaking of which, is that all she's doing? It would make more sense rather than to have her as a warden. Because if we have jailer, manage prisoners, which includes escort, watching, releasing, and execution of prisoners. Warden, manage, chat with, feed, and recruit prisoners. It would be better, rather than having her do that, or more specifically, have her doing that, but having a quarry alongside them. Right? That would make so much more sense, because they still count as being watched while she's in the room. So we might as well just have her mining as well. Sure, it's going to make her obviously unhappier, because she's having to work along with all these filthy, filthy prisoners, but it is something to consider. We get a few extra resources out of it. Oh, there we are. There's the Wretch complete. Well, that was fast, huh? Now we gotta wait for the Tesla. I know what we can use this for. It's obvious, isn't it? Just a regular storage room for everything else. So let's go important on that one. I said this one to critical, right? I normally do. Let's go for important on that one, and important on this one. Allow all but no rotten and no fresh should basically have everything else not covered anyway. I'm okay with mechano... I mean, if we just keep it like that, everything that doesn't fall into there besides... heal root, I believe right now technically doesn't have anywhere to go, because it obviously counts as plant matter. So we'll go ahead and add it onto this one. But besides that, that should have everything covered. I also want to put down a drug slab just to see if that's how we end up preserving corpses. I think that's how it works anyway. Where is it? Drug. Shouldn't say that too much, honestly, on YouTube. Whoops, my bad. I can't see it there. Do we actually have to do a bit more prerequisite research? Drug production, right? To unlock the table for that. Yeah, it is. Okay. Now, that also has the secondary bonus of allowing us to make lactex, which we can feed to our prisoners and then milk them. Yeah. It's one of those series. Damn it, just as I'd almost got most of the building done. So I've replaced all the furniture that doesn't really matter about comfort. So the dressers there and crap, but I've kept the chairs and the beds the same. Tried to lay a sandstone floor so we can get back as much wood as possible so we can build them some beds here. Got ourselves a raid. Okay, what are we looking at here? That's not too bad at all. It was medieval. Gith. Now, somebody said that the Gith in kind of the universe that the Ithilids come from are the mortal enemies of the Ithilids. So let's take this one carefully, because they're also the biggest and most armored raid we've seen so far. Let's take to our little corridor here and see what we can do. Why is Zuck injured, by the way? What's up with you? Health? Oh, okay, so Wild Boar went mad, and I thought I'd taken it down before he got some damage in, but he must have been slightly scratched there. Nothing really to worry about. Are they attacking straight away? Why don't we take the fight to them, then? We've got range on our side. We might as well push it. Shot something in the head, but I'm not entirely sure what was it you? Shot in the head with an anesthetic rifle. We shot them in the brain with an anesthetic rifle, and they're still standing. You could fuck right off with that. Okay, we'll just sit here and let Robo Mummy absolutely wipe them out from a distance. My god, that thing's got a hell of a range to it, huh? We might be able to take down this raid without so much as them even seeing us do it. Just stood 60 foot away and suddenly start to feel very, very drowsy for some reason. There's one of them down already. Okay, Grow Rat is down. Nudak was the one that we shot in the brain with the anesthetic rifle, so shouldn't take much to bring down. Pinged off the armor there. Be careful. Okay, we're up to Sirius. No. Don't shoot that one. Don't shoot that one. Focus on this one. We're not them down. They should flee anyway. Yeah. There we go. And now you can run away, having been shot and absolutely peppered with a mutagenic gun. Or we could capture you. Either way, that works fine. Nice work, people. That was good. Incredible turnaround there. Let's go ahead and capture you, and then Robot Mummy can capture you. What are they like, these people? Let's take a look at their bios. I mean, that's okay. Cooking and plants, double passion is quite nice. Massive passion in animals there. They could be worth recruiting. Bear in mind, of course, if we do put the tadpoles in, then they're just going to regenerate anyway. So, to be fair, we could always just, we could tadpole a person an episode instead. Or something to that effect. I'll leave it up to you guys if you've got a sensible idea for how we can assimilate new people into our little base here. But I think a person per episode could be quite interesting. That way it keeps the pressure on as well. Perfect. It's a good start. It's not fantastic, but it'll do for the time being. So let's put down that drugs lab very quickly now that the brain has finished researching it for us. A regular drugs lab I think is fine, given that we're not going to be doing too much work on it. So we could go for a wooden one. Building one out of bone is pretty on brand, but we'll stick with a wooden one for the time being. I know that we'll have temperature penalties and whatever else, but we are going to be working on corpses, so the colder the environment, the better to obviously keep it as long as possible. Right, get to work on that one, little Zuck, and let's see what we can do with this corpse preservation. Now, I think the prisoners have done such a good job, they deserve some beds. So well, they don't deserve beds. I should rephrase that. They absolutely don't deserve beds, but I'm going to give them some beds to keep the prison riots down. So we'll see if we can put a gap between each bed, and then we can also give them end tables and shit to share. If we do like that, that's okay. Put one there, end table there. It's not going to be pretty, but it will work. Okay, can we make corpses here? Draw blood from corpses. Oh, cool, okay. Experiment on corpses. Oh, okay. Make antiseptic corpse. There we are. So that requires cloth and herbal medicine, which is pretty appropriate, seeing as we've been growing nothing but cloth and herbal medicine since we started. So that's fantastic. We can make latex. You got that as well. And then we've got Laxmax. They called it Lactmax rather than Laxmax. You fools. Causes addiction to it. Induce it permanently. Okay, take every 3 days. So we need Nutramium and herbal medicine. We've actually got methods of producing Nutramium in this mod pack. Specifically, we can install incubators in their skin, and then we can milk it from them. I believe it's specifically this one here, funnily enough. Horrific knowledge of how to incubate Nutramium in a person's body. Horrific is relative, I think. Nutramium incubated and a yeah, so as far as I recall, though, when you install it, it kills them. They basically blow up into like a pile of Nutramium. I mean, obviously, I'm going to research it. I'm not an animal. Let's go ahead and make some antiseptic corpses. So, human-like corpse, cloth, and herbal medicine. What do we need for that horrific statue? Production. For the corpse irrigator, we need corpse fertilizer, antiseptic corpse, steel, and component. How do we make corpse fertilizer? It's a maggot breeder. Let's make a maggot breeder first, then. Yeah? So we need 3 antiseptic corpses for that. Okay, that's easy enough. We can do that. And then we could save 1 corpse and make a brute from it. So we need vitae. I don't know how you get vitae. Do you take it from a... How do we get vitae? It's obviously not blood from a corpse. It's not like an operation we perform on living people, is it? Vitae. Extract vitae. Oh, hello. Okay, hang on. Let's go ahead and throw some of that into the mix. A sterile environment for this. And it gives us 1 vial. And what does that actually do to you? Vitae extracted drops them down by minus 70 opinion. Minimal drain. Oh, so we could get a few helpings of that out of there. Okay, that's fine. Let's see how much we can take from someone before they horribly die. Moderate drain. So I assume if we go 1 more, that'll be kind of maximum or serious drain or something like that. Okay, and one more. That kills them. Right, okay, so we can only drain 3 vitae from a corpse before it's too much. Okay, that's fine. That's understandable, really. So it's 5 vitae to make a brute. So if we just take a couple of servings from separate people, you know, we could extract it from all of them and then let them kind of regenerate and then take it all from them again. God, come on. Catatonic breakdown. Why? What caused that? Needs? Someone was drained. What are you talking about? How do you have moral qualms with that? You put tadpoles in people's brains, you moron. Oh, we took their blood. Oh, that's not very nice, is it? He says as he stuffs a tadpole up their nose, you strange man. Robo-Mummy's collapsed because she's been tending to prisoners for the past 40 friggin' years. Oh, I hate you people. You all suck. Oh, for God's sake. Calm down. It's just a bit of blood. Oh, here it goes. Here it goes. Antiseptic corpse and a blood bag. What can we do with a blood bag? Used for another human for medical treatment. Oh, so we can use it for transfusions. Oh, that's pretty good. So I assume if one of our squids are gonna... I think that's a bit racist, but one of our squid people are gonna bleed out, we can just give them some human blood? That seems a bit wrong. I mean, wrong as in just, like, medically incompatible. Not that I have any moral problems with it at all. All right. Hey, fair enough. I won't complain too much. And we're out of material for what? Antiseptic corpses. What are we lacking? I would assume cotton, right? You... what? Robo-Mummy somehow has muscle parasites. I won't ask. Zuck, Imanith, Stinkbug, Quail, Burns, Growrad, and Nudak all have muscle parasites. Do you know what a pain in the ass this is going to be? Do you know, I'm never going to financially recover from this. Our economy is going to be devastated. Although, they have already mined up something like 6,000 steel. Although some of that our people got, and of course we got a shitload to take apart those ships. But they did get a lot in the quarry. The quarry's doing incredibly well for us. Quail's gone berserk, and we can't take Quail down because they've got a turtle shell. They are going to rip through the whole prison, and we can't stop them. Get out of there. Get out of there. They're too strong. Lock the door. Are they... oh, we got him. We finally got him. God damn, that took a lot of shots. Oh my god, we didn't even hit them then. We need to be careful of Quail. Quail might be a little bit too strong to leave as a prisoner. That's fucking insane. News, everyone. The maggot pit is done. Oh my god, what the fuck is that? Right. These squirming worms may be disgusting, but contain more protein than mammal meats. Great for feeding animals. Humans hate them, but humans can eat them, but they really hate it. You're telling me I could feed... you're telling me I could feed prisoners maggots that were bred on the dead corpses of their friends. That's incredible. Okay, we've got that going for us, which is quite nice. Oh, come on. Give me a break here. 6 of them have also gotten sick from malaria. Quail, Imnath... okay, so none of our people, luckily enough, are still not ideal, is it? Just as I started to give them a nice, luxurious home to live in, they go and do something selfish like get fucking malaria. Okay. Well, I was just about to redo the farm as well, because we finished research into one of the vegetable garden mods that I quite like, which I threw in so that we weren't too distracted, like juggling food and shit. That is the mod that allows us to grow the 3 sister plants, so you can grow corn, bean, and squash together. It's based on real-life farming techniques, so even though it's a little overpowered, hey, there's a reason behind it. It's not just, you know, oh, my favorite plant, bullshit corn, where it grows 3,000 feet a minute and provides all the corn you could ever need in your entire life. Blue corn, lentils, pumpkin. That sounds pretty good. Let's throw down some of that. What else we got here? Corn, lentils, squash. Anything with lentils is high tier. Blue corn, lentils, squash. Corn, lentils, squash. Corn, lentils, pumpkin. I think pumpkins are better than... no, squash are more versatile than pumpkins, right? Alright, yeah. Sorry, I don't know why I'm debating that when we've got war crimes to commit. Corn, lentils, squash. And we'll just kind of match that growing zone that we had for 3 different crops or 100 different crops with that. When the rice is gone, we'll plant some more cotton and some more heel root, but I'm just waiting on the last of the rice to fuck off. Chem fuel? Chem fuel? Oh my god, she started transforming into a boomalope. That's actually really useful, but maybe we should get it out of the prison, because I can see that's a recipe for disaster right there. Oh, I feel like we should maybe build a second prison for prisoners that are actually just useful to keep around. Not a prison, more of like a, you know, like a hotel you can never leave. You know, it's luxurious, but she's going to pay for the privilege of being there, but she's not, we're not going to give her a key to the front door or anything like that. It's gone berserk now. Stop! Calm yourself. I wouldn't. No. You don't get to shoot back. Fuck! Stop. No, you don't get to shoot back. Please bring him down. Is he okay? Mutagenic build-up moderate. Please bring him down. Please bring him down. Please. Okay. Is he alright? He hasn't started... okay, he hasn't started mutating yet. You get in there. You get in here. Was there not a prisoner that went on a rampage? Oh no, the prisoners are okay. For once. Probably the first time ever. Firstly, the blood just counts as a med pack, which is fantastic. The bad part is... the morphs don't show up for Ithilids. I assume they only show up for humans. I thought he was cured. Turns out all this time he was turned into a friggin' iguana. which might be a slight problem, but we'll see how that goes. We've got half squid, half lizard man. We've got Squad with his fedora. We've got Robo Mummy with a cultural appropriation. Everything's going fucking swimmingly here. And a pit full of maggots. And the worst part is I can't even breed any of these things because we need 8 medical and 8 intellectual. So I was about to put down a table to try and train up Robo Mummy into thinking for once in a goddamn life. So I've got it queued up for research training, which is probably easier than trying to train either one of the researchers in medical and also research. So, oh, hello, a morph trader from Estola. Hello, what have you got for me? Oh, there's a bunch of animal people. Hello. Okay. Well, we might as well see what they've got then, huh? That person has a beak. That person is actually a chicken in hindsight. Fucking hell, it's like Animal Crossing. Okay, we'll see what they've got. Now, my final trick, the thing I'm planning on tidying things up with today, is to turn some of our prisoner corpses into, you know, back into the system, back into the circle of life, just like Lion King and Walt Disney intended. We are going to bury them in a coffin and then plant corn in their heads. Oh my god, we could quite literally plant anything into them. I think it would be incredible if we were to plant heel root in the corpses. They could cure anybody but themselves. We got Darth Plagueis going on. Right, so that. What's the growing speed? This better be fucking... I was going to say, this better be incredible to take up a human corpse and a bunch of wood to be able to work on that. 214%. I mean, it's not great, but it's okay. What have you got for sale, then? Let's take a look here. We can sell them some people, and we can sell them even more people. Oh, we can buy... We can buy cows, but are they like cows what were people, or are they... No, they are just regular cows. Okay, that's fine. We need Nutramine. So, if we could buy that, that'd be quite ideal. We've got Mutapil boosters. Oh. Boost production mutations. Oh, hang on. To boost production mutations, so if we were to feed that to Ginger, for example, would that mean that she would produce more chem fuel? We got Feral Mutapil as well there. A pill to tip the scales on the morphs that are reeling but did not change fully. Use this if you really, really want a pawn to be an animal instead of a human. Oh, wow. We got Mutanite. Glowing green hunk of activated mechanites, whatever that means. Smaller lumps are safer to handle than meteors. Okay. And then we got Mutasyringes, too. Oh, look at this. So we can turn someone into a cow, a grizzly bear, an elephant, a rhino. I assume if we turn them into a cow, we could get tasty, tasty human cow milk. Okay. Got Mechanite, sorry, and then Mutaserum Combat. Mechanite and animal DNA that causes combat-oriented mutations. Oh, that's cool. What happens if we use that on Robo Mummy? First question. Sure, let's give him some gold. We don't really need gold right now, so I'm gonna sell you 50 gold. And I want to... What else can we sell them here? We'll sell the chem fuel. Oh, there's a couple of things I actually want to buy for them. Oh, we got plenty of steel. Let's sell them like 2,000 steel. That should fund everything we need. Now, I want to buy the cow mutation. I want to buy the combat mutation. And I want to buy the mutation booster. I want to buy a couple of those. Just to see if we feed them to the to that person, whether or not they do produce more chem fuel for us. Because that sounds like it could be really, really useful. Thank you. Much appreciated. People might end up being our best friends. If we're going to make allies with anybody, the people who are absolutely okay with everything we're doing here seem like a pretty valid choice. Best available ghost face pigs. Well, we can do a quest for the Empire. We get 26 goodwill and Glutterworld medicine times 9. I'll be honest, I do want the Glutterworld medicine. And 6-man hunting pigs are actually really useful for the simple reason that if we want to make the Tesla servant, we need a pig corpse. So that kills 2 birds quite succinctly with 1 stone. So tomorrow, we'll shoot a pig, and we'll make a pig into a man pig. And then they will stand in our prison and make the prisoners very afraid, especially when it turns up with the face of one of their friends. What a day. What a messed up day this has been. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this complete mess. Don't forget to check out the second channel if you want to see the live stream. I used to cut them up into different segments, but I don't really want to clutter the second channel with too much kind of live stream crap, because it is mostly just kind of a long play channel now. So instead, what I'm going to do is just upload it as one big video. So it should be relatively easy to follow. You don't have to worry about seeing multiple parts or subscribing to that if you don't want to do that. Thank you to our executive coffee producers for the final 4 days of coffee. A thank you goes out to Chipper Grown, Night Rouge, Patty Pat Pies, Crow Skull, Don of Bones, Oliver, Chris, Solon Breen, Goatfather, KNGB, Scarlet Bard, Simba, Nostra, Slow King 1710, and Gibbering Mound for their support at Coffee. Big thank you to you guys for making things possible over there. And a thank you as well to Pumbly, Fred, Varlo, Consulus, Fiddle, Piddle, Diddle, Riddle, Emerald Beam, Davidovich, Dave TLV, I.E. Dumas, Uwe, Way, Zafio, Horlin, and Jonah for their support as well over at Coffee. Thank you guys. See you all tomorrow for stitching a man and a pig together, I guess.